No, they don't.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all asked for this, so we doing it. Let's give some backstory because we almost didn't make it. We tried to do this last night and
Kim said, never mind. Now, the videos are still on my phone. If she let me, hopefully she'll take the videos and put them on this channel. They're hilarious.
on this channel,
On her channel.
on the video. Shut up.
Yeah, man, the videos is funny, but she refuses to watch them.
I don't need to watch them.
They're hilarious. So, it's all up to her. If y'all want her to post the video of us being about to argue, just put it in the comments, like the video, whatever.
I might put it in there, but I don't think it's necessary.
It's hilarious. It's really
If
fun.
it's hilarious, it's because they're gonna watch you be annoying. That's about it.
You were funny too.
I don't know that it was funny in the beginning. Josh had been being weird all night. Then we go to record this video and he starts being weird even more because I wanted some earrings that I have on right now.
Y'all seen the video?
Anyway, we're about to get to these questions so this video don't have to be that long. We're going to make it a little bit of a mukbang because we're eating El Rancho, which is a little Mexican spot in Akron.
So good.
Josh wants to be me so bad because I get shrimp tacos.
Oh.
And you don't know how to just get what you want by
Yeah,
yourself.
very nice young lady. Actually, I'm not gonna get these no more.
Why?
I'm gonna get a shrimp quesadillas. I think those are better.
You
I think
had
that's
the
what
shrimp quesadillas before?
I think that's what I had the first time. We came after like Soul Capella or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what I had, and I thought that's what you was doing.
But you've seen me get this multiple times, so how was you confused?
I think I forgot that that's what I got, and it just clicked for me today. Like, oh, she got shrimp tacos.
I feel like them quesadillas be a little messy.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Good. It's quite a lot of questions, so I hope your mind and soul is prepared.
Oh, I'm ready. It's about to shoot. Is you prepared? Are you ready?
Focus on you.
See how she shares with me, y'all?
Eat your own stuff. Dang. And get this knee over here so I can rest on it.
What's over here?
I need to prepare my first taco first before we get into a question. Thank you, Lord. God is sovereign. And he rests, rules, and abides in that taco.
This is really good.
I was getting ready to say, you getting ready to tell me you don't think that's good? You crazy.
I think it's not as good as the quesadilla. The
You
quesadilla
tripping.
got a lot of cheese and stuff in it, which is
Honey, cheese.
honey, dang.
Can you apologize to me on camera?
Sorry.
You can have that back, you little fart.
I can't wait till y'all see these videos.
Why do you want them to see that video so bad? It's not that intense.
When you watch it the next day, everything is different.
Okay.
In the moment, it was like, oh, I mean, I'm sure you know.
Hard.
I'm sure you've seen some of your videos that you've recorded and you watch it while you editing it, and it's like, oh wow, that was really funny, or like that was not how I saw it.
And you thought it was so funny.
Oh, it's great.
Okay. Alright. Where's the phone? First question is, should we say who asked the question or maybe they want to be anonymous? Okay, first question. Did you ever,
Can't read. Go!
okay, that's what you get. Did y'all ever think y'all got married too young?
I think I didn't think that because I knew that this was God's plan for my life, and I had a very solid relationship with the Holy Spirit. So I knew that, like, what else was I about to do? I'm about to be single, and you know when people be like, you need to live your life, you know what I'm saying, sow your wild oats.
I am living.
That's pretty sinful. Not trying to judge nobody if that's what you're doing, but like, I knew that wasn't God's plan for my life, so it wasn't too young for me when we got married. It was the perfect time, I feel like, because what was I about to be doing if I wasn't married? Still
Trapping.
living the way that I wasn't supposed to live.
Hoeing.
Exactly. So, yeah, no, I don't think so.
Tell me that cheese ain't here.
No good. What do you think, Kim? I feel like you said that before.
What? That? Oh,
That we got married too young? Or that you
not
should've
too
waited?
young. I have felt like in our first year that it was like maybe it was too fast. Because our timeline was just so non-traditional. We were long distance the majority of our friendship / relationship. And then you proposed to me coming from another country, went back to that country, moved back home from that country, and in 6 months we was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder if like we would have had time to like casually date each other, if some of the like hurdles we wouldn't have had to, get over. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with how young I was because I want to have kids at a decent age. Like I want to be young enough with our kids. But I do wonder if like we would have had a little bit more time to do things in the same city and just be like booed up girlfriend and boyfriend going on dates and stuff and not have to FaceTime each other all the time. Mm-hmm. What that would have been like. Yeah. Next question. What was the prayer? What was the prayer, oh God? Well, first of all, I prayed for a long time. I prayed for years. The first time I started praying for you was after the Wiz rehearsal when you sang If I Could Feel for the first time. Dang. That night, I started seeking his face. How old?
All the way back then.
I did, because that night, I told Kaylee in the car, like, that's him, sis.
That's crazy.
And what's crazy is if she could remember, she would tell you, like, we was in my little Chevy Aveo, the little Layla car. Mm-hmm. And I think I was taking her home, and I told her, like, that's my husband.
Right.
But I was like 17. And I was praying for him all the way through my senior year of college. So I don't really have a prayer written out nowhere, but I was fervently seeking the Lord for some years, honestly.
She was praying for me, like for my own health, for me
Yes.
to be who I needed to be. So it wasn't like, Lord, send me a man with boisterous shoulders and a beautiful spirit.
With what?
Boisterous shoulders.
Okay.
What? That doesn't make no sense.
I don't know. It came to you though.
But y'all get what I'm saying? It wasn't like a checklist. Let him be 6 foot tall. Let him be blah blah blah.
I don't know.
She was just praying for me.
I do remember part of my prayer was that the Lord would pluck at his heartstrings and that they would fall in love with each other. Because I knew ultimately he wouldn't know how to lead our household or how to love me properly if he didn't first fall in love with Christ.
With Jesus.
And
man.
if the Lord hadn't like truly shifted his lens to love me for who I really was.
I feel like your mom said that whoever your husband is going to have to seek God in order to find you.
Yeah. She was tapping into her prophetess back then. Uh-oh.
I don't care. I'm still eating it.
Okay, but get it out. Did you get it out?
You go.
Oh.
But I'll eat the gnat, even if you don't.
Okay.
We got so many gnats, y'all.
It is a lot. So yeah, I was praying for a long time. And I really wanted for Josh to have a relationship with Christ without my motivation. I didn't want to have to prompt him. Like, one thing he said was that his pastor in Atlanta, good friend of ours, he told his daughter, like, don't tell a man exactly what you want in a man, because they're just going to become exactly that to get you. Which was so true, because I could just tell him, like, yeah, I want a bishop and a man who's speaking tongues and fall all out and somebody who's just fire baptized. And all he got to do is go imitate that. You know, like, you could play church. But I wanted something authentic. I knew I ultimately wanted the man that God had for me, whatever that was. And let me tell you, I really do have that, because what God knew I needed and wanted is completely different than what I thought I wanted and needed. And honestly, I'm still learning to appreciate those things. And still, okay, too much.
Okay. Too much. Go
For
ahead,
real.
babe. My fault.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, I'm still finding out what those things are that the Lord clearly put in him for me. And vice versa. We learn each other. We are literally hairs away from a year in. We turn 1 year old next month. And it's been a learning battle. But the prayer was necessary. Praying for him and his well-being and all of that. Even when he was in another relationship, I was praying for the health of their relationship. Like, you know what, Lord? If that's what it is, cover both of them. Cover him, cover her, cover everything. Like,
it takes some balls.
Oh, it did. Because let me tell you who was pissed. Kim. Ooh! How dare you? Anyway. I did, though, genuinely. Yeah, I was praying for years. Anyway, let's keep going. What's your favorite part about being married? Sex. You are a paw.
I feel like most people would expect that from me.
Yeah, that's why I just...
That's really your favorite thing?
No, I just was saying what I'm sure people probably think we would say.
Oh, okay. I thought that really was your favorite thing.
I was being funny, answering the question.
What's my favorite thing? Guiltless cheeks is nice. I ain't I'm not about to act like...
It's good.
She just licked the bowl.
That's about the second time I done did that, so...
No, guiltless cheeks that's a huge perk. I don't know if it's my favorite thing, but it's up there.
Okay, don't do me.
What is my favorite thing? I think it's just the companionship, like having my best friend around all the time. I don't ever gotta be alone. Like I always know I got my road dog with me.
My rollie.
Except for when we get mad, but then I always still know that we only gonna be mad a day or two.
True.
That's gonna end, and then we're gonna be back best friends again. So it's just like having your best companion all the time. Because at the end of the day, she's really my best friend. So imagine who your best friend is, and imagine if y'all could just live together and do everything together, and y'all don't get on each other's nerves that bad.
Right.
It's dope. That's my favorite thing.
My favorite thing is coming home to you. So it's probably the same thing. I do enjoy the sex, but still. Like, I enjoy the fact that we can have sex whenever we want to, and you really don't have to feel the guilt of it yet. I agree. But I do enjoy doing life with someone. I get lonely often, contrary to popular belief. So, even though I like my alone time, I still like when people are there in the room. So.
Which is mind-boggling to me. I just figured that out like a month or two ago. She wants you to be there. Just not necessarily up under her or talking, but there.
Yeah, like, don't leave. Where you going?
But I'm like, if we ain't talking, we ain't doing nothing. I'm finna go do something else. But see, in marriage, you learn. That was some of our arguments early on.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, next question.
Next question.
I would love to actually fly to meet you all. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, really?
You don't want to come to Akron. There's nothing here.
If you a cool person, we'll be with it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go somewhere. Let's go to the mall. I don't know.
What mall?
Yeah, it ain't no good mall. Let's go to Cedar Point. I don't know.
We could go to Cedar Point. That would be fun.
I'm always down to make new friends. You gotta be cool though. Don't be weird.
Yeah. Josh is a friendly person. He gonna talk to anybody. But if you strange, it's gonna get awkward.
Like, don't be like, hi.
Ah!
Hey, and I'm like, what's up? How you doing? Good. Alright, so what you do for a living?
Nothing.
I work at Aldi.
Mmm.
Bet. Don't be that person. So, fine, come on.
Okay. Who's the picky eater?
I don't think neither one of us is.
Yeah, we like to eat.
You.
I was gonna say you.
There's a lot of things you won't try. You kind of like that with everything, though. You didn't try black soap for a year.
No, I had tried black soap, but it was clearly like what's the opposite of authentic?
Manufactured.
Yeah, it wasn't like the actual bar, and it just really wasn't working. I didn't try Teacher either.
You sure didn't.
Because what I tried wasn't working. You was getting like the African motherland version, and I was getting the Walmart brand. And now I like African black soap.
Mine.
Okay, I didn't want to because I knew it didn't work. Josh, first of all, when you don't like something and it don't work for you, how inclined are you to try somebody else's version of it?
I got a point. Yeah.
I know I have a point.
Ooh, spicy.
Mm.
Look, don't find it.
Can you fill up my apple juice with a little splash of Canada Dry? Babe.
Canada Dry with apple?
And they just asked who was the picky eater. You talk about something, ugh.
But I'm about to try it.
See?
So I'm not picky. I just
Okay.
said.
All right. Ah! Jesus. I'm tired of this. It's so good. Thank you, Lord.
This is good.
I'm telling you, it's something about it. I done ate one of my,
What you thought you ate one of?
It's because you know how it's supposed to be 4 shrimp per taco. I thought I only had 3 left. I ate one of my shrimp for the last one. Shoot. Okay. So you say I'm the picky eater?
I think so.
Am I picky or do I just like what I like?
I think that's picky.
Is that picky or do you just like what you like?
If you just like what you like and you don't like other stuff, that's picky.
But I feel like picky eater is like I don't eat tomatoes, I don't eat olives, I don't eat. Like I'm not that picky. If it's generally what I like to eat, then I'm gonna eat it.
Or maybe we're just both not picky.
I like trying new stuff. If it's nasty looking though, I don't know if I like that.
Right. I'll try something nasty looking if I'm just trying it.
So I guess I'm the pickier eater of the two of us, but I don't think I'm like a picky eater compared to the world.
Like, I figured out how to like Spanish food.
Oh no, I'm not doing Spanish food. Oh God, I'm not doing Spanish food. I'm not doing Spanish food. That's because it's attached to trauma. I'll never go back. Okay, we got another question. Can you come back over here? What don't you understand? Who just leaves the video in the middle?
I'm sitting here making your cocktail.
It's delicious too, huh?
It's okay. The apple juice don't got as much flavor as I thought it was. It's not just apple.
Woo! Okay, next question. Babe, let me tell you how hard I was laughing yesterday. He was like, first and second. The way he said second, if you'd have been watching it with me, you would have died laughing. And second. Oh! It was so good. Anyway. How do you live as one but still keep your individualism? Is it difficult?
I don't think it's difficult because we are both highly individualistic. Like
1,000%.
I'm myself and you are yourself.
100%.
It ain't much. Oh, well, I guess I can sacrifice this part of me. It's not much of that. Unless it's a problem. Like me being selfish, that's a problem. So obviously I had to let that go. But me
watching freaking prison videos and jail videos and
whale
videos
and weird
and
stuff,
stupid stuff on
and
TV,
liking action movies and stuff like that, like
I hate it.
That's not gonna change, and I don't care.
We can't watch TV together. It's very rare.
Sometimes.
Babe, how many times do we watch TV together and both of us are enjoying what's happening?
Not often.
It's not often. He either got to go upstairs and I go downstairs, or somebody has to sacrifice.
Or some bullcrap YouTube hair videos that she want to watch. Who watches that all day?
Me, on my Cosmic calendar.
I'm a musician. I don't watch. Hey, what's going on?
It did not spill. It didn't spill. I was trying to.
You bringing down the house today? Shoot.
First of all,
Bringing down the house.
you can shut up.
Man, that's funny. But yeah, we're very much so individuals still. So it's not hard for either one of us. I don't think.
No, Josh is gonna be himself no matter what's happening. I don't know that he can really be convinced to be someone else. He's gonna do what he feels like doing, and he's not gonna do what he doesn't feel like doing.
I think when I was a younger kid though, I used to try to fit in,
Okay.
especially with like the cool alpha male guys, in or like even at Yeepaw. Like I used to like think like, oh man, it'd be so cool if I could be like them and hang out with them.
I did that too.
And then I realized them niggas is not me, and I don't want to be them.
Them niggas is not me.
And I'm not them. Like I'm me. I'ma be me all the time.
I'ma be me.
You know, like for example, something about me that I used to be self-conscious about, but now I don't care. I don't like sports that much. Like I don't like watching basketball games, football games.
And I'm grateful for that.
I don't like I don't like playing 2K. I don't like playing Madden.
I'm grateful. Thank you, Lord.
That's just not me. And I used to be self-conscious about that because I used to think that was emasculine, and I used to think that's like, oh man, people gonna think I'm gay or something. No, I'm not gay. I just don't like none of that stuff. Like,
We're grateful.
I'm not really an athlete. I don't really gravitate towards that much. Nothing to be ashamed with. And once I came to that realization, a lot of stuff was easier in life.
I have to agree. When I was a kid, it was the same thing. You know, I feel like everybody deals with a case of that. Like the cool people you just kind of want to be like. But I also was the cool kid at one point. Yeah. In certain arenas, like I've been the cool kid and I've also, been the weirdo and the one who was kind of like the outcast. Ooh. So I've seen both sides. But at the same time, I think in my adulthood, I've learned how to just be what Kim is. I really learned that in college. I'm not a party. I'm not going to love that. I never will love that. It's not something that either of us like to do.
Me either.
I'm not going to the club. I actually admire people who can get dressed every night and go to the club and really be kicking it every night. That's crazy to me.
And have a good time.
And kicking it.
Once a month, max.
Oh, I can't even do that.
And it can't be no club. It need to be a little
little lounge, a little something grown and sexy.
And I'm going to go and stand there, look at people.
I'm not staying here for all night.
Now, if they got some food, that's a different story.
But I need to be in my own section eating the food. Like, I can't do it. I can count on one fingernail how many times I've enjoyed a club experience.
One fingernail.
I can't do it. It's just something I don't like, and I'm standing firm in that. I think I was telling Tina the other day, like, I'm the type of person that when everybody wants to go do something that I don't want to do, I'm okay with that. I can say, y'all go ahead. I'm going to stay right here. And I'm not trying to manipulate by any means of the word. I just don't want to go.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. I am a homebody, but I like being with people. I'm just a very strange individual, but God is still sovereign. So we are definitely individuals, but we also are very similar in ways. Like, we be laughing. Josh is funny. I think I'm funnier.
Oh.
You have what you used to say, a heightened sense of humor?
I have a heightened sense of humor than Kim.
No, I just think he's strange.
I'm better at laughing at stuff.
No. Because sometimes you'll be faking it, trying to prove a point and trying to be petty. You're not even really laughing.
If it's funny, it's funny.
You don't even really... You don't even really be laughing.
Yes, I do.
No, babe, I've seen you really laugh. When we was laughing about Shania recording Auntie Nat for Yeepaw,
That killed
that
me.
was real laugh. When you really
It's
laughing,
levels.
I know.
It's levels.
When you out here faking and trying to be funny, thank you. Anyway, you laughing about Shania?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, what are some struggles that you had to deal with during your engagement and your wedding? Not doing it.
Not doing it. What you mean?
Not banging?
Oh. Yeah, that was tough.
Let me tell you something. Once that ring got on the finger, it was like, why waste? Name that movie. You don't know that? Who are you?
Nah.
Anyway.
What was the hardest thing for me during the engagement? I think planning.
You didn't plan a thing.
I was really speaking for you.
Oh.
Dang. I think for her, she had to plan a whole lot. She did an excellent job. I think our wedding was one of the best weddings, period, in a long time in our generation. I haven't seen many other people our age do it like that.
It was a very good wedding. I don't know if we
tell
can say
you.
it was the best, but it was a really good wedding.
I had almost nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
All I did was the music, and people ain't writing home about the music.
Yes, they were.
About the praise and worship. And was that my idea? No. I even said, no, let's not do that at first.
Well, they liked Brick. They liked Ray. They liked Taylor. Your touch in the music. If I would have had to do the music too, I don't know that I would have been able to handle that. I feel like we were operating in our gifts.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, even my little planning that I had to do for just what I had to do was kind of tough.
It was a lot.
But
You
yeah.
handled the musicians, the singers, like all things music he handled.
Getting back to Akron also was a bit of an adjustment for me. Living in another country, having a whole routine over there, and then coming back here and developing a new life again. It's it's amazing how much we are creatures of habit and how stressful it can be when that gets turned upside down. I remember when I first got to Spain, like for the first 2 weeks, I was just I had anxiety because I didn't have my routine anymore. Then I spent a year there and got my routine together, and then I came back home for another 2 weeks. It's like silent anxiety, just trying to figure out what am I doing? Like, what do I have to do today? I don't know what to do.
That's kind of like a cool segue to the next question, but yes, the not having sex was difficult. Planning the actual wedding was difficult. Having the money was another difficult piece.
Forgot about that, yeah.
But God provided in crazy ways.
He
We
provided.
literally paid for the whole wedding. Not us, our family, our community, our support system. Really came through. Like I made a post on Facebook like, y'all don't know what to do. And people just started coming out of the woodwork, not with like thousands of dollars in buckets, but like, I'll make the broom for y'all that y'all gonna jump over. I'll, stuff like that. Why it look like it's something on my face? Oh, it's something on your phone. But stuff like that, like, let me help you print your programs, or let me do like just little donations here and there that made the actual wedding like really incredible. But yeah, that would be the answer to that question. Let's keep going because it's quite a few. Do you feel like you enjoyed your singleness? What was that transition like?
My singleness was great. I ain't gonna front. Sinful, but great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't fulfilling. But it
Look
was
at him
fun.
trying to change his answer.
No, I'm telling the truth. It was fun, but it wasn't fulfilling. So, would you rather have a whole bunch of fun and never be fulfilled, or be fulfilled and just bring down the fun a little bit? Because honestly, the fun stuff was more just being childish. Nah, I wouldn't go back to that. But I ain't gonna lie and say it wasn't fun.
I think my singleness was cool. Even though I said that I feel like we got married kind of fast because the timeline was really rushed and really quick feeling anyway, I wanted to get married. And I feel like I was ready to get married as much as I was gonna be. I feel like even if I was to get married when I'm 30, or get married in like another 10 years or something, I still think we were still going to have hardships. They just would have looked different. I wanted to get married, so I think I lived being single as much as I could have for a 24-year-old. Like, I had fun in college, I had fun in high school. I kicked it. I had a good time. But I was ready to get married and start a family. I would say, yeah, I enjoyed my single life. I actually wish we would have had more time dating. I don't know that I would have wanted to do anything differently in my single life that I can't do now, other than like be with another man. But it's so much life that I feel like we're living. You looked at me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole lot of life that we're living together. That's honestly so much better than having to do all of that by myself. Like, I used to go to restaurants and stuff by myself, go to the movies by myself. Like, there was nothing that I did when I was single that I couldn't do now, and there's not really much that I do now that I didn't do when I was single. So the transition was pretty cool. Living together, I don't think that was like a hard thing other than like just adjusting to there being somebody else there, but all the time, like adjusting really to his way of living and him adjusting to my way of living. But like us being in the same space, I don't think that was that hard.
I agree.
Okay, let's move on. Now, how does it feel living in the same household?
It's great. I just can't be selfish anymore. I used to only worry about me. If I'm going to get food, I'm getting food for myself. If I'm buying clothes, I'm buying clothes for me. I don't gotta think about nobody else. Unless we're going on a date, or unless I'm like specifically trying to do something special for Kim. But going from that to always considering someone else was a big adjustment. And it was tough. I feel like it's starting to become normal now though.
Yeah, it is. I'm definitely adjusting to it. It's very weird when he's not in the bed. Like, it's very strange. It feels weird. It don't matter how, like, we went to NIYC and we had a huge king-size bed in the room. And I slept on my side of the bed. Like, the other side was still made up. I've gotten used to him being in the bed. So, I know you probably heard, like, married couples say that all the time. I mean, I can sleep in the middle of the bed, but at the same, like, I'm used to sleeping on the right side of the bed. I've had to adjust to, like, picking up after him sometimes. I was coming back.
I do be coming back though.
Whatever.
Who else gonna pick that up later?
I'm not even getting into that. But, I mean, I don't think it was that crazy of an adjustment. He's a rather helpful partner. Like, you take the trash out, he'll do the dishes. Josh is a rather domestic husband. He'll cook, he'll clean. You do cook. Don't make that face.
Sometimes. I'm not no cook. Like, Kim can cook. I can't cook. I just make stuff.
But you will. There are some husbands who won't cook.
I just heat stuff up.
Anyway, he will cook. Maybe like breakfast or stuff. But still, he'll cook. He'll take the trash out. He'll clean. He just cleaned all the dishes today. I think we're learning each other. Would you agree with that? Okay, I think it's like a couple more. How does it feel to be living in the manifestation of God's promise? Hashtag the wait is over.
Man, it's the way to live. And everybody needs to live like this. It's hard sometimes, but it's so rewarding knowing that you are in the place that you're supposed to be. Imagine if you got into a job or a career and 2 years into it, you realize like, oh, I hate this.
I hate this.
This is not for me. I don't want the rest of my life to look like this. How depressed would that be? How depressing would that be? Know that.
The truth is, though, we've had in our flesh moments where it's like, oh, I hate this. Like, I don't want to live my life like this. However,
fleeting though. It's very fleeting.
Very fleeting, and it doesn't end there because I can feel that way, but it still does not waver the truth that the Lord told us we were supposed to be together.
And in the back of my mind, I can be pissed, but in the back of my mind, I know this is life. This is happiness. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
I know that. Like
this is the Lord's will for my life. So even though it oftentimes can get really difficult, it's like, okay, but you are supposed to be here, though. Like, this is where you're supposed to be. Like, imagine feeling that way and still questioning, like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here.
That sucks too, just questioning.
Yeah, that would only make it harder.
So the fact that we know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that we're supposed to be together, and we are together, and we're living it, and doing it, and breathing it, is dope.
It lightens the load, I will say. I kind of want to go back to, did we get married too young? I feel like there are so many women like me who long for marriage and long for companionship, and so many men like you, because truthfully, you were looking for companionship for a while. Like, I'm not going to speak for him, but I think both of us in some way, shape, or form, whether we approached it the same or not, wanted companionship and wanted, like, somebody who was really down for us. And all our quirks, all our weirdness, all our ins and outs, tops, bottoms. Like, you wanted me for me. I feel like you have to almost commit to the lifelong journey. I think the mindset that I had was like game time. It was like, you know what, this is something I really want, and I want it to be right. And I think that was how I even approached our wedding. Like, this is what I want, but I want it to be right, and I'm not going to settle for nothing less. So I'll wait for what I want. Like, that person who was like, we got to drop chicken for you, it's going to be fresh in about 15 minutes. That person that's like, I'll wait, it's okay, because that's what I really want.
Drop
and
it.
That person that's like, nah, I'm cool, I'm going to just go get a 4 for $4.
No,
I'm about to sit right here in this car and wait until that fresh chicken come out, because that's what I want.
drop it.
Like, that's kind of how we are sometimes when it comes to food. Like, we going to do what we can to get what we want. Now, if we really got to get something second best, okay. But it's some people that take the approach of like, you know what, I'm going to just get what's coming to me right now. I'm going to just get whatever I can get my hands on, whoever checking for me right now. I'm going to just let them honestly get a free pass into a very special part of who you are. Not just your vagina, not just your penis, not just your drawers, not just sex. But you let them into your heart, you let them into your mind, you let them into your space, you let them into your world, into your family. And now they all the way in and you realize, shoot, I hate this.
Woo.
That's the kind of the worst feeling in the world. We just had a conversation yesterday about some decisions we're trying to make, considering like the church and ministry and stuff. And even though they sound like really good decisions, I had to ask Josh, like, babe, did you pray about that though? Like, it could be a perfectly good decision on paper, to other people, all of that. Like, it's a beautiful decision. And it's really not, you know, I don't see no problems. But did you pray about it though? And not the type of prayer where it's like, God, I want a husband, amen. Like, no, I was praying for years. And that's not to say that your prayer life is going to require the same amount of effort. But what is God requiring of you when it comes to your prayer life, considering your lifelong partner? It depends on how you look at it. I tweeted something or shared a post that I had quoted Matthew Quainu. What God is requiring of you is going to require God. So if you out here praying and asking God for a husband and you think it's not going to require him to maintain that husband, you can forget it. Because every day we are made very much so aware. You ain't pray today because your marriage is trash. You ain't been spending no time with the Lord. You ain't been doing none of that.
She can tell when I'm not close with the Holy Spirit. I can tell when she's not close. We're meaner. We're short. Our tempers are short. Very short fuse. Now, that don't mean we tell her, hey, you ain't been praying.
Right.
That's not going to make nothing better.
True.
But we can tell.
Oh, yeah, it's very obvious. Especially when we're on a high, when we both been in the heavens, when we've been in our word, seeking the Lord's face, in counseling. When we really up there, you could tell. We can't keep our hands off each other. It's a good time. Everything is sweeter. We be outdoing each other. No, babe, you don't have to cash at me. I'll get you something to eat. No, babe, no, I don't want you to go to McDonald's. I'll go get it for you. Literally, we get on each other's nerves trying to outdo each other. Oh, honey, when we ain't been spending no time with that Lord, we might as well be roommates. I think that's the end of the question. Oh, advice on marriage. We can end here. Yeah. Oh, somebody said, when are the little ones coming?
Man, stop asking us that. Put this in the video. Man, alright.
Put this in the video.
Man, we trying. Alright? I don't know. When whenever my sperm decide to fertilize her egg, I'm not being careful. We not being careful. We just shooting the club up every time. It's just happening. Whenever God say, hey, sperm.
It's going to happen when God say it's going to happen.
Go ahead. That's when it's going to happen. Please stop asking, because how are we going to tell you?
Yeah, I want y'all to stop asking, and I want y'all to stop telling me we too young to have kids. Love that. Okay? Thank you. Oh, what are your thoughts on premarital counseling, and how helpful was it?
Do that junk. But, in all honesty, I think, though you can do it, it ain't nothing that prepares you for marriage. It helps, but until you do it.
This is kind of one of those experiences, the best teacher. I don't know if I 100% agree with that statement, but in this case, it does apply. It's only so much that a premarital counselor can teach you before you actually in it. It's like high school. Like, your teacher can teach you so much until you actually are on the field. Then that's where you get
application. It's like learning how to swim without being in the pool. It's
right.
Like, oh, okay, so I do this and I hold my breath. Okay, great. All right, I get in the pool.
A whole nother animal.
Like, you know the rules, but do you really know how to apply? So do it because it's important to know. Mm-hmm. But don't just think that just because you got premarital counseling, you know how to swim.
Yeah, I said this on Instagram though. Like, premarital counseling is cute, but you need all the time counseling. Like, it's important. Right up there with your doctor, your accountant, everybody. It's a very, very, very important thing to have somebody who you can yell and scream, cuss and fight with that person. Like, you need a third party. We rely on our friends and our community and stuff, but sometimes that gets a little bit too much. If you got friends that's going to be biased and they on Josh's side, they on Kim's side, so they come in guns blazing, and they really not trying to push you towards a solution, you don't need that. Go to your pastor, go to a licensed psychiatrist or counselor or therapist or psychologist, whatever you want to go to. All the time counseling is a necessity. Somebody that's going to push you towards heaven for real and push you back towards your husband. One time we was arguing early in our first year, and I caught myself speeding over to my mom's house to stay over there. She woke me up that next morning and was like, okay, it's time for you to go home now. My mom ain't never kicked me out her house. She was like, all right, it's time for you to...
you told me that.
Probably not. Because I didn't... Yeah.
What happened?
I don't remember exactly what the argument was, but I went over her house like in the middle of the night, and I slept in Fat Man's room. Mm-hmm. And she was like real comforting that night, like, you know, rubbing, holding on my baby. The very next morning. Okay.
Time to go.
For you to get up. She wanted to make it very clear that I was not about to lounge there for the next 2 weeks. That was not about to happen. It's time for you to go get right with your husband. Get up. Get your old grown self up and go on back to your house.
Oh, man. That's all right. That's all right.
But you need people like that. You could come over here and vent, but eventually I'm sending you back to your husband and your wife.
So I love my best friend, Jeff, man. And I love my best friend, William, too.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna front. Jeff, I think, has more relationship experience with, being with a woman and stuff like that. And I think he understands marriage on a different level. So whenever I talk to him about my issues with Kim, sometimes I don't be wanting to talk to him because I know he gonna be like, he gonna listen. Yeah, man. Well, bro, maybe you can just try talking to her.
You ain't gotta say it up there.
You can talk to her real nice, man. But just buy her some flowers, bro, or something, man. Come on, bro. I know you mad at her, but just try to, And I'm like, no, man, shut up. Man, she's right, I don't like her right now.
I say all the time, I wish I had, like, Jeff and Josh mixed together. Because Jeff is such a sweet man.
He's a good friend to have when you mad at your girl.
I told you the other day Gabe wanted to apologize to us.
Yes.
Honey, because when I go to that best friend of mine, that Gabrielle, Jesus. Now, she is one who's a huge advocate for counseling. Like, y'all need to go sit down and talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. But the other day, honey, because she started getting her own taste of this relationship thing, child, it ain't what they advertise on Instagram. Let me just be the spoiler alert.
Please don't compare your relationship to nobody on Instagram or YouTube.
Okay, that's coming from a place.
Yes!
But what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, because we can tap on that if you want to go there. Why would you do that?
We back!
No!
Stop!
You,
You about to smile?
no, get. Josh, let me finish what I was saying.
Go ahead, baby.
Get up, looking like a swan diver. Get up. Josh interrupted me, so I didn't really get to finish what I was saying. But really, I was just trying to say, get you a community, get you some counseling, because it's necessary. But this concludes our video.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Totally.
Remember to comment about the other video that she gonna post in this.
He wants me to put that in there
It's
so
such
bad.
a funny video.
So bad.
y'all. It's so comedic. Y'all gonna love it, man.
Y'all-
No. Kim thinks she look crazy because she don't got no earrings on.
I don't.
And it's funny. Start the video.
Josh, can you go get my earrings?
No!
Can you go get my earrings?
No. And this ain't gonna be one of them where you edit and then you just got earrings on. She's not gonna have earrings on in this video.
Get my earrings.
No. Be you. Be yourself. That's who you are. You're in the bed. You don't wear earrings in the bed. We're being our natural selves.
Babe.
This is me. This is you. Let
Can
them
you-
see the real you. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Josh.
No! That's it. What a way to start. Hey, y'all. I'm Josh. And this is Christmas time with the brothers. Christmas time.
Josh, please.
Where do I come up with this stuff, man? I don't know.
Okay, he gonna go get my earrings.
I'm
y'all.
not!
I would just like for you to go get my earrings.
I said I wouldn't. I said it. Now I have to be a man of my word. I still love you. Oh, well, y'all look like she going up there to get him.
I'm not going up nowhere, and it's not very nice.
Relax. I love you.
Don't tell me to relax. You can cut that video off.
All right, so y'all. She mad. It's okay. She's not gonna get too crazy cause we on video.
You can laugh all you want to. I'm not doing no video with you.
You not doing the video no more?
No, not today, because Josh been on some trash and being weird.
For
and
what?
all types of weird stuff.
Babe, are you serious? Cause I wouldn't get you no earrings. Now you throwing a fit?
No, I'm not throwing a fit. You've been in some weird space since we got home.
Wasn't the last video we just did funny? You was just laughing at me making cracking jokes, and this was about to be a fire video. And now
It
I'm
was
being
funny,
weird.
but then you got very strange. Like, I gotta be a man of my word. Let me stick to my guns. Like, you're being extremely weird. So, never mind.
Y'all knew I was joking. I know y'all knew. Tell Kim that Josh was just playing. I got to be a man of my word. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
now
go
he
get the
getting ready to say
earrings.
he was just joking.
I mean, I wasn't gonna get the earrings. Don't get me wrong.
So that's not a joke then.
But the way I was saying about it, it's not because I'm a man of my word. It's just because I was being annoying.
No, that literally doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense that
You
I would
just
be
said that
purposely
you were
annoying.
not going to go get the earrings. Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay, so that's not a joke.
I
That
wasn't.
doesn't make any sense.
But the part that was a joke. See, I'm gonna just talk to y'all. The part that was a joke was. See, she over here really mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just
You better not be
a
mad.
woman of my word. And I'm
Oh, shut up! Well, I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel then. You look cute without no earrings.
Josh, please stop. This when you get childish. Y'all should stick around because we're going to do some special stuff for the 1 year anniversary.
We are.
So stay tuned. I'll put our Instagrams and stuff right here so y'all can follow us. I don't know that you're going to want to follow Josh.
Follow me.
He doesn't really show
If
a
you
lot of
like good
content.
music, if you like, that's it. Just follow.
That's it.
If you think I look good, follow me. Don't DM me though. Just follow me.
Yeah.
Just cut that out.
Yeah.